1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour. I'm Lead Tracker E, and I'll be doing a series of videos on predators, human predators and spiritual predators, maybe some beastly predators, the stories in my own life that I've encountered. And my hope is that you will get something of value out of this, and that it will either help you make sense of something that's happened in your own life, or that it'll help you avoid a situation that I wasn't able to avoid. My first story, I'm just going to start, I'll call it free ride. No such a thing as a free ride. I was 17 years old, working at Sonic, walking to work, working a lot of shifts, very, very tired. And it's a small town, and I'm walking slow. I'm dragging, going to work. And this man pulled up, seemed like just an ordinary guy, just a pudgy guy with a beard, nothing remarkable about him at all, nothing spooky about him. I didn't have the discernment back then that I've grown to have out of necessity. Anyway, he asked me if I wanted a ride, and I still had about a mile to walk. And even though I knew better, I accepted the ride. He's just in an average little car. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm going right past there, no problem." Little did I know he was going to go right past there. I accepted the ride, got in. He passed up to Sonic, and he took a right down another highway. And I said, "Well, you just passed up Sonic." He said, "Oh, I wasn't even thinking. I'll go up here and turn around." And he's heading out this highway, and he takes a right on a road that I didn't even know was out there. It was new construction happening, so they were just at the point of clearing it. So it's just isolated, empty woods. There's a cut-in there, cut-in road. They've just begun to clear the land. So he knew about this property, so he'd been there before because he knew exactly where to turn around. He didn't turn around just right there off the highway. He went down that road. This was his plan from the beginning. Fortunately, the road was very, very bumpy, so he was going slow. But he reached over with his hand and started groping inside my shirt. And I could see that we're getting to a dead-end area, and I was getting pretty scared by that time. So I ended up having to just open the door and bail out of the car. He went down a little further, and he turned around and came back, but he came back so quickly past me that the dust was flying on that road, and I couldn't make his license plate out. So I ended up having to walk more like probably about 3 miles back to work. It didn't, lesson learned. I had to walk a lot further, and I got back and I reported to the police. And but I didn't have a license plate. He just did nothing descriptive about him at all. Didn't know what kind of car it was. Just vague descriptions, really, of a nondescript person. I don't know if they ever caught him, but he had done that before. And if they never caught him, or even if they did, and he got back out and served his time, that predator's still out there. So be careful when you accept rides with people. Hopefully you don't ever have to. I wouldn't ever again. I would just take my chances and walk. What could I have done differently? I could have had self-defense. I could have not taken the ride. I could have made better arrangements. I could have, nowadays with the cell phone, you could take a picture of the license plate and send it to someone before you ever get in the car. There's a lot of things you can do, but hopefully you can avoid taking a ride with someone altogether. Also, I guess that's about it. I don't want this to get too long. We're at 5 minutes. I want to keep these videos short. So there's one lesson with a predator. Just know that there's somebody like that still out there, or him.